Hey friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. John Went Walking. I really had, my goal was to be with you from the trail on this video, the fourth video. Didn't work out. I had a long day at work and had a very productive day. Got a lot of things done, which was a very positive thing. And now I'm back to, my big old hotel room, thanks to courtesy of Hilton, and everything's good. I'm here south of Tampa, somewhere on the Gulf Coast of Florida, hanging out, and gonna get some rest. And like I said, my goal was to have this video actually be out on the Florida Trail, so that's still my goal for tomorrow morning. My plan is to get up early and get out there on the way back over to Central Florida, and to try to find a nice spot where I could go for a walk and show you a little bit of the actual Florida Trail. I still remain highly motivated to get this thing done. I know I'm still a year out. I'm thinking about a January 26th start date, so it's like over 12 months out still. But I'm taking it very seriously. I want to make sure that I put forth my best effort. And so right now, I could talk to you a little bit about my, what makes me think I could get it done. I spent a lot of years doing some long distance running. I've actually completed 86 marathons over the years, and that's over the past about 30 years. And another 35 ultra marathons, including a 100-mile run up in Vermont I finished some years back. And I'm not too, the distance piece doesn't scare me. I know the Florida Trail is about 1,200 miles, but it's quite flat. And I feel like even at my age, at 63 years old, and I know I'm going to be about 10, 15, even 20 pounds lighter next year at this time. I'm making a concerted effort to get off some sugar and that sort of thing, and get the weight a little bit down where it's not so hard on my knees. And even with my hip replacement, I still feel like the Florida Thru hike is very doable, and my total intent is to get it done. And I had a lot of over the years, I had a lot of wonderful times out there on the trails. Not through hiking, but on long runs, including I was in Vermont years back on the 100-mile run out on the trail, and that was overnight. And so I'm fairly familiar with being out there, being lost at times, being by myself alone in the woods. I'm not concerned about that at all. My part of it at this point is just making sure that I have everything together logistically, and be prepared to physically finish what I start out there, and that's what I plan to do. Like I said, I expect to be out there tomorrow morning. I'm going to post another video from the actual Florida Trail, and eventually I expect the majority of my videos will be from the Florida Trail. I am in the Orlando area, Central Florida area, and it's easy for me to get over to pieces of the trail, even the road walking sections, and show you a little bit of it. And that's my goal. I'm thinking, I know the initial part of it, the first 30 miles or so are in the swampy areas, and I know that's going to be a little bit challenging. I think I'm probably going to try to get down there for the kickoff this year and try to meet some of the folks a year out, and get some idea of logistically what's going on down there, show you guys what's going on down there at the start line, maybe meet some of the folks, and maybe build some relationships with some of those people and keep in contact with them. I don't know, it doesn't seem like there are a lot of folks that videotape the through hike of the entire Florida Trail, and really that probably wouldn't be my intent either, to videotape every single day. But I still, my thought would be at least put in every 3 to 5 days, or whenever I get access to the internet. Try to give you guys an update where I'm at and what's going on, and think of it like more holistically, like big picture wise. And at that point in my life, I'll be not committed to what I'm doing right now, which is I'm at the very end of my career and I'm still working, and that's what I'm doing out here on the road. That's what I'm doing in this big old hotel room all by myself on a Friday evening. I went out, got me some chicken wings again this week and enjoyed them, and went for a hike up to the big old steakhouse restaurant where they are and enjoyed them, and hiked on back here, and still got a nice long walk in this evening after work, after a long day at work, even though it wasn't out on the trail. But again, you know, I know it's going to happen, and I'm going to try to bring it to you tomorrow. That'll be my plan, to bring you a clip from the actual Florida Trail tomorrow and start working more towards that. I know it's a little bit frustrating for everybody if you're watching a Florida Trail video and you're only watching it from hotel rooms somewhere south of Tampa on the Gulf Coast, especially if I'm not showing you the beach or anything, but I promise you it's right out there with all kinds of the other local attractions and everything that's going on. So of course there's been a lot of hurricane damage down here over the past 4 to 6 months. Over the summer this year, we've had a lot of hurricane damage, and it's still evident in a lot of the areas that I'm driving through and driving by down here. So that's where I'm at with you know, what's going on with my pursuit. I had a good week. The week after the Thanksgiving week, you know, I'm holding my own with what I'm eating. I'm trying to eat more healthy. I do have some medical concerns that I'll be following up with the VA this week, and I don't think I'm really going to talk about them too much right now on videotape, but you know, I do have some medical concerns that are prompting me to get my life moving and getting it in gear. You know, I talked to you before about the plan is ultimately to get out to the AT, and I mean, I have been on the AT before, but just not in the Thru-Hike mode, and that's like, for me, that's like as an ultra runner would say, the big kahuna. That's what I ultimately would like to attempt to do. But I'm looking at the Florida Trail, and I've mentioned it time and time again. I'm looking at the Florida Trail as kind of a practice hike, getting used to being out there in the evenings, getting used to being alone on the trail again, getting used to navigating a little bit. And the Florida Trail for me is kind of safe because with my titanium hip, with my fake hip, my left hip, the Florida Trail provides a little bit of flatness that is positive for me. Like, it's not a lot of climbing. It'll give me a chance to kind of give me some confidence that I could go out and try something else beyond the Florida Trail. But still, it's important to take it one step at a time for me, and I've done that throughout my life. You know, I shared, like, I've been a runner throughout my entire life, especially in my military days, and I kind of kept everything going. I've always kept myself in fairly fit condition and able to run, and the plan is just to get out there and to take it one step at a time. It's no different really for me than a 100-mile run, which is, you know, over a 24-hour period of time. So the trail will be very similar to thinking about the 100-mile run, in that, you know, I just want to put one foot in front of the other. I'm not going to be on a timeline. I'm going to be retired. I don't have to really be anywhere. So my time is, my goal is just one foot in front of the other. If I know I'm going to have bad days, I know I'm going to have bad moments, and for me, like, the most important thing, just like it was with the ultra runs, with the 100-mile runs, was just don't quit. You know, it's not like anybody could do it if they just wouldn't quit. The problem is the majority of people do give up, and so my goal is just to make sure I go back into it with that same mentality, the ultra mentality, where my goal is just to keep moving one foot at a time, one foot in front of the other. Try to wake up no matter how I feel, no matter what the weather is, no matter what's going on, just get up and grind it out, one foot in front of the other, and keep it moving. So that's where I'm at. And like I said, I still hope. My goal was to have this video be on the trail. My goal is still to get out there this weekend and give you guys a trail video. And I sure appreciate. I have 2 followers, and I'm so grateful. I don't know who they are, of course, but I'm so grateful for them. So thank you for tagging along. Thank you for sticking with me, and God bless every single one of you. And I'm looking forward to continuing this journey with you. Have a good evening. I'll see you in the next day or so. Bye now.